Trump's net worth skyrockets. True figure is phenomenal. President Donald Trump's corporate worth is an issue now because the New York Attorney General, Letitia James, who campaigned on the platform of getting him, is claiming in a civil case he inflated the values of his properties. Time equals 400 ms. greater than she is insisting on $250 million in damages is owed. And she wants the courts to kill Trump's business entities entirely. Judge Arthur Engoron already has ruled there was fraud, even though there's no evidence of any loan defaults, any complaints from business associates or anything like that. Further, the paperwork involved in Trump's real estate deals included a disclaimer, telling purchasers, or sellers, they should do their own due diligence on property values, which is a standard clause in many contracts. Trending. Biden giving billions to Amtrak as it hemorrhages. Cash. Get the hottest, most important news stories on the internet, delivered free to your inbox as soon as they break. Take just 30 seconds and sign up for WND's email news alerts. But now that Engoron, on his own, wildly ruled that Trump's Mar-a-Lago home was worth only about $18 million, drawing dropped jaws and laughter from experts in real estate, a report has appeared with documentation. The Epoch Times explains Trump's net worth jumped by more than $500 million since he left the White House in early 2021. That detail comes from Bloomberg Billionaires Index, which states Trump now is worth $3.1 billion. The reason for the increase, according to the index, is due to the former president's properties having appreciated in value between 2021 and 2023. It noted that a number of his properties in Manhattan, including the Trump Tower on Fifth Avenue, are worth hundreds of millions of dollars each. His Mar-a-Lago resort in Florida is worth about $240 million. A number of other properties and holdings are also worth hundreds of millions, and his liquid assets are said to be about $600 million, the report in the Times said. The report noted the values were derived from a 2021 statement from Trump, a 2023 government ethics filing, market data and mortgage filings. The properties were valued, as is, meaning development potential was not included. The report cited speculation that he may have lost billions of dollars amid legal fees and other business losses since he became president and also as he faces a New York civil fraud trial. However, his son, Eric, told Bloomberg on Tuesday that the Trump Organization remains strong. He said the company's position is fantastic, with the most cash and lowest debt ever. The report quoted real estate agent Liza Pulitzer saying Trump's Mar-a-Lago is worth more than Bloomberg's estimate, and way more than Engoron claimed. It could easily fetch $500 million or more, she told the publication. Trump himself has described James's agenda against him as election interference. Important note to WND readers. Shortly after Hamas terrorists fired over 5,000 rockets from Gaza into Israel on October 7 and then proceeded to attack the Jewish state by land, sea and air, torturing, burning, beheading and murdering well over 1,000 people, including women, children and infants, and wounding and abducting hundreds more, world reaction was, in its own way, almost equally shocking. Time equals 400 ms. greater than for after the biggest one-day mass slaughter of Jews since the Nazi Holocaust. What followed was an outpouring of celebratory demonstrations, unbridled Jew hatred, deliriously gleeful support for Hamas and bitter condemnation of the nation of Israel. Not just in the Arab Muslim world, but throughout the Western world as well, including all across America. Why? What is behind the explosion of anti-Israel, anti-Jewish, pro-terror sentiment in the United States, where Israel has long been one of America's closest friends and allies? Why are hordes of young, woke, LGBT demonstrators marching in support of Hamas, when Hamas wouldn't think twice about binding and blindfolding them and throwing them off the roof of a tall building, as they routinely do in the Muslim world? It turns out there's one area of agreement that is so powerful, deep-seated and all-consuming that the vast differences between the deranged left and the murderous jihadists melt away into kumbaya harmony. Time equals 400 ms. Greater than all of this and much more is completely exposed in November's issue of WND's critically acclaimed monthly whistleblower magazine, titled Israel vs. Global Jihad. How Jew hatred, radical Islam and leftism are pushing us toward World War III. Beyond a deeply insightful dive into why leftists are surging toward radical Islam, which hates and dreams of raping and butchering them. This whistleblower issue includes fantastic articles by everyone from top Israeli analyst and former Israel Defense Forces officer, Caroline Glick, to Harvest Christian Fellowship's Pastor Greg Laurie on the current war in Israel and biblical prophecies regarding the end times, which he says are now upon us. Whistleblower is available in both the popular print edition and a state-of-the-art digital version, either single issues or discounted annual subscriptions. For 25 years, WND has boldly brought you the news that really matters. If you appreciate our Christian journalists and their uniquely truthful reporting and analysis, please help us by becoming a WND insider. Content created by the WND News Center is available for republication without charge to any eligible news publisher that can provide a large audience. For licensing opportunities of our original content, please contact email protected.